Okay, hello, and welcome to the weather update. It is 9:30 on April 17th, 2024, and definitely not as nice as yesterday at all. We started off with some sun in the morning, high clouds, high overcast, quickly became slate gray by noon, and this is pretty much what our day looked like, different shades of gray once we got toward the afternoon. And Rain, some rain showers this evening. Nothing really heavy in our area, but generally just slate gray skies. We did have a band of rain. It kind of just broke up as it kind of hit Long Island. So evening we just had some light rain on and off. But it looks like some more heavier rain is now moving into the picture. Some more steadier rain. And then off to the west, you could see, yeah, more severe weather in Pennsylvania. We're not going to see that at all. This is probably going to weaken, but there is some severe weather in Pennsylvania. There's a nice little arc of severe weather, and you can see here that we have on the satellite. You can clearly see that firing up right there. If we put the lightning detection in, we'll put the lightning in, and you'll see that there's quite a bit of lightning too with this as well, stretching into Pennsylvania, into Ohio. You can see definitely some lightning. And it's even showing some offshore as well, which is interesting. Um, Looking at the CONUS view, which we'll go to the CONUS here, and you'll see again, this is all because of this big storm here. And you can see that moisture feed again. Follow it all the way back to the Pacific because there it is for everyone to see right there. There's our moisture feed from the Pacific all the way. This is just been the same old story, the split flow and this subtropical Pacific jet continuing into April. Yeah, it's ridiculous, I know. So let's go to the other radar here from the National Weather Service. And again, you can see those showers that are over our area. But again, the severe weather is out toward the west. So if we go look at our weather and hazards map, you'll see there's actually a tornado watch. I'm surprised they don't have anything for. I don't see any warnings at all issued for any of Pennsylvania with that line, but it's mainly Ohio that is seeing this, and parts of maybe a little part of maybe tiny little part of West Virginia. We do have some severe thunderstorm warnings and flash flood warnings in effect there. So let's go look at our temperatures, and you'll see that it'll be much warmer, of course, off to the west. Temperatures are in the 60s and probably got to the 70s over there. But for us, we are chilly. We've got the east flow, 48 degrees outside right now, Farmingdale. So it's keeping things on the chilly side for the most part today. Further inland, it was warmer. Let's go look at our highs and lows for the day. And you can see highs generally were in the upper 50s to around 60, and that was mainly earlier on in the day where the temperatures dropped. But look at, once you get away from the shore, especially in New Jersey, upper 60s, especially more inland, but it was warmer even still the more inland you go, closer where that severe weather was. You can see even some 80s and 70s stretching up into Pennsylvania and Ohio. That's that warm front that we have. Look at our lows. Really nothing too remarkable here. West Hampton got down to 33. So there was some radiational cooling. It was pretty chilly overnight, 43 at Islip. So lows were generally in the mid-40s, except in the Pine Barrens where it was a little colder than that. I want to display dew points up here because this will kind of show you where the warm front is. You can see the warm, much more. You can see there's much more humidity off to the west. Dew points are higher, so that's kind of showing you what's going on here. Looking at our observations again, you could see that warmer air off to the west. So we have this stalled frontal boundary. You can see right here. There's the warm front right there, kind of draped over Pennsylvania, and you have a cold front, and where those two are kind of like occluding, you're starting to see some of that severe weather that we could possibly see. Let's go to the Storm Prediction Center here, and you can see they've got that risk zone right over here, and then there's another risk zone in the Midwest. And if we move to the next one here, let's go to the next day. Usually they have a thing for the days. And it's missing. Yeah, it hasn't loaded. Yeah. Well, it's not loading, so I guess we're not going to be able to look at that. So, anyway, let's go to the models next. We'll go there. And you'll see here that we've got, the same old situation again here. The low in the Great Lakes. And we've got a high that's kind of wedging down from the Canadian Maritimes. So that's kind of keeping us with the stalled front syndrome that we're going to be dealing with through tomorrow. And that's going to keep rain in the picture through tomorrow. And then by Friday, we should slowly improve things a little bit. So let's look at the HRRR. We may not have the full HRRR in yet. I'm a little bit early tonight, so yeah, we were a little bit early. So let's go to the NAM first, the 18Z NAM, and just kind of show you what we have on the 3-kilometer NAM. So you see that rain that's going to be sitting over us, and then there's going to be some showery type of rain. Maybe I don't think there'll be a thunderstorm, but showery type of rain overnight into the early morning hours, and then you'll see we got a little low that develops south of us. And tomorrow is just going to be one of those sucky days. It's actually not going to be heavy rain. It's just going to be drizzle and light rain lingering through much of the day with that easterly flow and that low. And then it kind of moves out as we get to the overnight hours later on, probably into the evening tomorrow night. And then you'll see that high wedges down for Friday. It actually keeps us drier on Friday. And then we have to watch for the chance of some more showers, perhaps Friday night. But anyway, tomorrow looks like an absolutely miserable day. It's not gonna be a soaker, but it's just gonna be a nasty, drizzly day. And so this kind of shows you here. I'll go to the HRRR now. Hopefully we'll have enough of it in to kind of do most of this. So you'll see that easterly flow here that we have. That's going to continue tomorrow. Easterly flow continues, and you can see. And then it becomes northeast and a little bit windy too. Not enough to have a wind advisory, but you can see that warm front sort of gets pushed back Friday. It gets pushed back to the west a little bit, and that's going to give us a break on Friday. We'll still probably have plenty of clouds, but at least we won't have to have the drizzle that we'll have tomorrow with that close proximity of that warm front, keeping that light rain and drizzle into the picture. So we'll go to the temperatures next. And you'll see here that, again, you see how much cooler it is over us. So temperatures stay pretty much in the 40s tomorrow. We may not make it out of the 40s. We're going to struggle to reach 50 degrees. You can see, look at all that warmth off to the west there on the other side of that warm front. But we're going to struggle to make it to 50. You notice how it retreats here. Here we are going into Friday, and you'll notice how it retreats. Now we only have up to 16Z on this model. So, but you'll see that it'll tendency to stay cooler. We'll look at the GFS, and you'll see that it will be cooler. It'll stay cool. I meant drier, but it'll also be cooler. You'll see that the cool air will stay over Long Island, and the warmth kind of gets suppressed off to the south and the west there. Now looking at the dew points and wind flow, again, you see that situation that you have. All right. As far as precipitation goes, GFS would keep us dry on Friday as well, but we will have clouds. All right, so it's not like we're going to be getting a lot of rain here. It's just that it's going to be gloomy. We'll look at the total accumulated precipitation here on the GFS, and you can see not really much. This is the GFS through early Friday afternoon. I'll go to the HRRR here. We don't really have, we only have out till 2Z on Friday, but you can see most of it seems to be over the east end. Probably that's going to fall overnight, but for the most part, not really seeing a whole lot of rain. It's just going to be just a lingering, type of deal. We can go look at the NAM 12 for, and I'll go to the 18Z for that. NAM 12 for accumulation rainfall. NAM's a little more robust with it. Obviously, it has a little more. I don't know why it's doing that, because I don't know where it's picking that up. Yeah, it's doing it tomorrow, I guess. But I don't really see any significant rain. I think you could see it's mainly on the light side. So I don't think it's going to really amount to that much, being that it's so light. Just curious as where it's getting that heavier rain amount. It would probably be falling overnight, that heavier rain. Like I said, overnight mainly. But tomorrow it's mainly going to be light rain, and it's just going to be nasty with that damn drizzle around. And as far as skies go, probably not going to see much sunshine. So I'll go to the RGEM here. Tomorrow, obviously not. Um, and Friday, you can see it does have some breaks, but it'll be with just a few breaks. I don't think it's going to be, all that much in the way of clear skies at all for Friday. So maybe a break or two, but I think the clouds went out. But the main thing is at least it will be dry. It will be cool, but it'll be dry. I don't think we'll be seeing any of that damn drizzle around for Friday. But tomorrow we are going to be seeing a lot of that drizzle. So um, go to the windy.com model and I'll show you again the drizzle that we're going to be having for tomorrow. So you get the idea here. So let's go here. I got to change. I know I got to change this. I got to go this and then visibility. So this kind of shows what we're going to be dealing with tomorrow. So you can see a lot of that's drizzle. Some of that might not even be rain. It might just be drizzle or light rain generally. But you can see toward the evening it kind of clears out. And then Friday, we're not dealing with it on Friday at all. We're just going to have clouds. So if I look at clouds, you'll see plenty of clouds showing up here on this Euro model here for Friday. But tomorrow is the day we're going to be dealing with some of that light rain. So it's just going to be nasty, miserable. We'll go to Ventu Sky and I'll show you the kind of conditions we're going to have when we go into tomorrow. So get an idea. We'll pick 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You see the temperature's struggling. It's going to be cold tomorrow, only in the 40s. Yeah, only 40s. That's chilly, man. We're going to be struggling. Tomorrow's going to feel cold, and it's going to be, you're going to have that, 100% humidity, saturated air. Well, it's actually showing 80% humidity, interestingly enough. But there will be some drizzle around. And we could look at precipitation here. You could see that it's mostly on the light side. Again, you can have that drizzle that's just going to be lingering around because you get that easterly flow of the Maritimes. And the other thing is wind. It will be a little bit on the windy side, so 20 miles an hour, wind-driven drizzle. Not enough to, need a wind advisor or anything, but it's going to be, umbrella's going to be pretty useless. And it looks like in the morning, actually, the winds are a little stronger. And then they tend to get a little bit better later on in the day. So umbrella will be useless against this nasty cold drizzle that you're going to have tomorrow. It's going to be nasty out there. So a really, really sucky Thursday, I think we're going to be dealing with tomorrow. But at least it's just one day, and it will get better by Friday. So I guess that's all I have for you. So I will go to the OSC and see. I don't think we're going to have any issues with wave heights or anything like that. As beach erosion, I don't think so. It's just going to be a nasty, miserable day tomorrow. So it's going to be that wind, that drizzle, one of those nasty, nasty days we're going to have. So, best you're not going to want to be outside, that's all. So that's going to wrap up this Long Island weather. Oh, I almost forgot to do the statistics for today. I knew I was so fixated on the drizzle that I forgot to do that. But let's go look at islip here. High of 57 and a low of 43. Right around normal for this time of the year. The high was just 2 degrees below normal, right around normal. Central Park was a high of 62 and a low of 52. And because they were warmer with their overnight low, wow, they only got down to 52 in the city. Wow, much warmer with that urban heat island. And that puts them 3 degrees above normal for the day. So, yeah, they always got that urban heat island going. And it even cooled off here. I was fortunate to actually have it cool off here finally last night, and I was able to turn off my air conditioner. It took a while, but I got my own mini heat island in that alley. Anyway, have a good night, and thank you for watching.